Now we will start our lecture number 16. In the last lecture, we discussed the necessary conditions for parallel operation. So we found that the necessary condition is that first, the terminal voltage should be same. Terminal voltage should be same. Same with existing machine. Incoming machine terminal voltage it should be equal to the existing machine. Second, phase sequence should be same. And third is the frequency should be same. So because the speed of prime mover is different for hydropower plants and thermal power plants, but the generated frequency should be same, then and then it is possible to connect two alternators are in parallel or number of alternators are in parallel. And the desirable characteristic is that the dropping characteristic of prime mover or prime mover characteristic should be same. If the dropping characteristic or governor characteristic of the prime mover is same, then the generators or the alternators, those are working in parallel, they will share the load as per their capacity. Okay, so this is important in the parallel operation. So now today topic is the prime mover characteristic. Prime mover characteristic and load sharing by two alternators. So what is the meaning of prime mover characteristic? The prime mover characteristic is that at no load to full load, there is a drop in frequency, there is a drop in speed of the prime mover, and because of this drop in speed, definitely it is going to affect the frequency of the alternator, because the synchronous speed of alternator ns is equal to 120 f upon p. So if everything is constant, this is 120 constant, number of pole is constant, so frequency is directly related with the speed. Okay, so if the speed drops, the frequency definitely is going to drop. Okay, so for that purpose we will take one characteristic of the prime mover, and from this prime mover characteristic we try to understand the load sharing between two alternators. Okay, say this is the load in this site, that is a megawatt or kilowatt load, and this is the frequency and speed. It is maybe represented by speed of prime mover, or it may be represented by the frequency. Okay, so this is the frequency drop from no load to full load. Say this is the no load speed of or no load frequency of first alternator F01, and the full load is say it is FL1 is there. Okay, there's a drop characteristic of the first prime mover. Now similarly, say it is for the machine 1, it is for machine 1, and for the machine 2, this is the dropping characteristic. Okay, this is say you can draw with the help of straight line. say for the machine 1, and this is for machine 2. This is machine 1 and machine 2. So this is the no load frequency of machine 1, and this is the no load frequency of machine 2. Let the power shared by the total capacity at the F1, the capacity of alternator machine 1 or alternator 1, it is represented by here it is a W1 is the capacity of alternator. Similarly, this is the capacity of alternator 2. W2 is the rated capacity of alternator 2. Now the load shared, this is the common frequency. Once the two alternators are working in parallel, their terminal voltage is constant, phase sequence is constant, and third is the frequency is constant. So this is the common frequency at which two alternators are working. So here, this is the two alternators are working at a common frequency. This is the frequency at which two alternators are working. So this is the frequency, say F is the frequency, and drop in frequency for the alternator 2 is, say, F2 is there. Similar to F1 is there, and this is F2 is there. So now the load shared by the alternator 1, the load shared by alternator 1 is, say, P1, and the load shared by alternator 2 is, say, P2. So it is in maybe in megawatt and maybe in kilowatt is there. So this is the load. So therefore the total load on the two alternator is equal to P1 plus P2. So this is the total load on two alternator. It is represented by P1 plus P2. So it means that this is the two alternators are there. For example, this is one alternator, and this is second alternator is there. Okay. This is first alternator, and this is second alternator. Now it is connected in parallel. So when they are connected in parallel, they are supplying the common load. They are connected in parallel on the common bus bar, and there is a load. So this is the load, which is equal to the power shared by first alternator is P1, power shared by second alternator is P2, and load is equal to P1 plus P2, or this is P is equal to total load P1 plus P2 is there. Okay. Now here the capacity of alternator 1 is W1, and the rated capacity of alternator is W2. It is coupled with prime movers, and it is also coupled with primer. So this is the situation by which we can understand the two alternators are in working parallel. Parallel alternator means they are supplying a common load. So here the two alternators is connected to the common bus. This is the bus, and through that bus the load is supplying, the power is supplying to the common load. So here this is the two different prime mover characteristics are there. This is the no load frequency or no load speed is there. When the generator is loaded up to the full load, the frequency drops. So this is the maximum frequency drop corresponding to their rated capacity. Similarly, the frequency of second alternator whose no load frequency is F2 and load frequency is, say, F2, and it is dropped for the rated value of the capacity of the generators. Now, when the two alternators are in parallel, when the alternators are in working in parallel, definitely there is a common frequency, and this is represented by the frequency F, where the intersection of this frequencies is the load shared by, for alternator 1 is P1, and load shared by the alternator is P2. So for machine 1, we can write as drop in frequency per unit rating, drop in frequency per unit rating is equal to, what is the drop in frequency? So drop in frequency is F0 to F1, F0 to F1. So F0 1 minus F1. This is the drop in frequency per unit rating. So divided by the capacity of alternator is W1. It is in hertz. Frequency drop, it's hertz per megawatt. Okay, so this is per megawatt is there. Okay, similarly, we can say that the drop in frequency for the load, drop in frequency for load P1 is equal. Now this is the for the per rated value, and this is for the load shared by the alternator 1 P1. So it is then it is we can say that no load frequency F01 minus F1 divided by W1 is the drop in frequency per unit multiplied by the load P1. So this load, it is megawatt, they are cancel out. So the frequency become, there is a remaining unit is frequency. So this is the machine 1. Therefore, operating frequency of machine 1 is equal to, what would be the frequency? Operating, this is the drop in frequency. So no load frequency F0 1 minus into bracket F01 minus F1 divided by W1 into P1 is the operating frequency of machine 1. Similarly, we can say that for the machine 2, we can write directly the equation as, so operating frequency of machine 2 is equal to F02 minus F02 minus F2 divided by the capacity of the second machine or second alternator W2, load shared by it is W P2. So it is in hertz. So this is the operating frequency of machine 1. This is the operating frequency of machine 2. Say the equation number 1, equation number 2. So under parallel operation, the operating frequency of both machine would be same. Parallel operation, operating frequency will be same for both machine. So isn't it? So under parallel operation, the operating frequency of both machine will remain same. So by equating equation number 1 and 2, by equating equation number 1 and 2 and equation number 4 and P is equal to P1 plus P2, say equation number 4. So by solving equation number 3, say this is the equation number 1, 2, and that will be the 3. Okay, by equating these two equations. So by solving equation number 3 and 4, here it is possible to determine the load shared by two alternator as well as the operating frequency of alternators, isn't it? Means under parallel operation, what would be the frequency of entire system? So now based on this one, we can take example. We can take example on the basis of load shared by two alternator under parallel operation. Just I read a question. A two alternator two three-phase alternator operating in parallel. The rating of one machine is 50 megawatt and that of other is 100 megawatt. Both alternators are fitted with governor having drop of 4%. That is, the dropping characteristic is given 4%. How will the machine share a common load of 100 megawatt? So here the given is that machine one data is there. So the capacity of machine one, or the rated capacity of machine one, is equal to 50 megawatt, and governor setting for this one, a regulation of the governor is 4%. 4% is given. Similarly, for the machine 2, the capacity of machine is 100 megawatt, whereas the governor setting is same, R is equal to 4%. That is the drop in frequency or drop in speed of the governor from no load to full load, or primer characteristic is dropping characteristic is 4%. In short, now the total load is given by is P1 plus P2 is equal to 100 megawatt. Now we want to, here it is necessary, it is here the question is to find what is the value of P1 and what is the value of P2. Okay, so the load shared by machine 1 and load shared by machine 2. So here given is that the no load frequency, say for example, let the no load frequency is 4%, F0. We consider that no load frequency, say it is F0. Okay, so drop in frequency for machine 1, what would be the drop in frequency for machine 1? Drop in frequency is equal to 4%. It is equal to 0.04 F0. Okay, and the drop in frequency for load P1 is equal to, so it is no load frequency F0 minus load frequency 0.04 F0 divided by the capacity of the generator is 50 megawatt. Okay, so this is one equation. Similarly, for machine 2, I will directly write drop in frequency for load P2 is equal to no load frequency minus drop in frequency for the capacity of for the P1 load, for the P2 load. Okay, so here it is a 0.04 F0 divided by the capacity of generator is 100 megawatt. Now this is, say, equation number 1 and equation number 2. By equating equation number 1 and 2. Why we are equating this equation number 1 and 2? Because the operating frequency of two alternator will remain same, or it would be same under parallel operation. So under parallel operation, the frequency is same. So by equating these two equation, so F0 minus 0.04 F0 divided here it is a load shared, here it is P1 and here P2 is remaining, P1 and P2, divided by 50 into load of P1 is equal to F0 minus 0.04 F0 divided by 100 into P2. So we get P1 is equal to P2 divided by 2, as total load P1 plus P2 is equal to 100 megawatt. Therefore, if I put the value of P1 is equal to here, that is P2 divided by 2 plus P2 is equal to 100 megawatt. Therefore, we get P2 is equal to 66.66 megawatt, whereas P1 is equal to 33.33 megawatt. So this is the answer, or this is the load shared by two alternators. The higher capacity alternator, machine 2, the load shared by machine 2 is P2 here. So it share more power, and the load shared by P1 for machine 1, whose capacity is 50 megawatt, it is sharing less power. So this is the sharing of power as per their capacity. Now, we will take a second example. Two three-phase alternators operates in parallel. The rating of one machine is 200 megawatt. So here machine 1 rating. So we will write here. Machine 1 rating is 200 megawatt. 200 megawatt. And other is 400 megawatt. So machine 2, 400 megawatt. Okay. The drop characteristic of their governor is 4% and 5%. Here the drop characteristic is 4%, and here drop characteristic is 5%. Assume that the governors are operating at 50 hertz at no load. How would a load of 600 megawatt be shared between them? So here the no load frequency F0 is equal to 50 hertz. Here also no load frequency is equal to 50 hertz. The total load, say the load shared by this alternator is P1, load shared by alternator is P2. Total load is P1 plus P2 is equal to 600 megawatt. Now we want to find the operating frequency, that is the frequency when they are operating in parallel. Okay. So in this way, here you should remember that the dropping characteristic is different. So now we have to take conclusion from this numerical. So for machine 1, we can directly write, or we can write for the machine 1, drop in frequency for full load, drop in frequency for full load is equal to, given it is a 4%. So 4% of 50 hertz. So it is equal to, say, 2 hertz. 4% of 50 is 2 hertz. So therefore we can find the drop in frequency for load of P1 is equal to 2 divided by its rated capacity, say W1, into P1, which is equal to 2 divided by the capacity of first generator is 200 multiplied by P1. Therefore, operating frequency, operating frequency is equal to no load frequency 50 hertz minus drop in frequency for load P1. Say this is the equation number 1. Similarly, we can write machine 2 operating frequency directly. Only you have to remember that the drop in frequency is 5%. So it is 50 minus 5%, it is nothing but 2.5 divided by 400 into P2, say equation number 2. As given, P1 plus P2 is equal to 600 megawatt. So by equating equation number 1 and 2 and solve the equation for third equation, P3, P is P1 plus P2 is equal to 600. So equation number 3. So we get the load shared by generator P1, load shared P1 is equal to, here P1 is equal to 230.77 megawatt, and this is the capacity is W1, whereas the load to P2 is equal to load shared by the second alternator is equal to 369.23 megawatt, and the common frequency F, by calculating P1 plus P2 and writing in this equation, either in this equation you put the value of P1 here, or you can put the P2 over here, we can calculate the operating frequency. This is the operating frequency. This is the operating frequency. So it is 47.69. So now our conclusion is that in this case, we found that the capacity of first machine is 200 megawatt, whereas the capacity of second machine is 400 megawatt. Okay. The drop characteristic of first machine R is equal to 4%, and the drop characteristic of second machine is 5%. So when the dropping characteristic is different, the load shared by two alternator is differ as per their capacity. It means that the generator of 200 megawatt, whose maximum capacity, rated capacity is 200 megawatt, it is sharing more than its capacity. The power shared by first alternator, whose capacity is 200 megawatt, it is sharing 230 megawatt. Whereas the second machine, whose capacity is 400 megawatt, it is sharing less than its capacity. It should be like that. The second generator should share more power, or it up to its maximum rating, and second share up to its maximum rating in such a way that the total load become 600 megawatt. So we can conclude here in such a way that the machine which is coupled with lower speed regulation, whose speed regulation is smaller, it will share more power, isn't it? See here the speed regulation or the frequency regulation or dropping characteristic of prime mover is 5%. So it will share less power. The machine whose dropping characteristic only 4%, it will share more power. So therefore the necessary condition become, the primary condition is that the voltage should be same. Second, phase sequence should be same, isn't it? Third, frequency should be same, and the desirable characteristic is that if they are fitted with same characteristic of prime mover, then definitely the load shared by alternator as per their capacity. Otherwise, a small generator will share more power, and lower capacity generator will share more power, and higher capacity generator will share less power. So this is the importance of prime mover characteristic in case of two alternators are connected in parallel.